Hello all. In this video, we are going to learn three objects: function, math, and number. And we are going to give a demonstration of these three objects with the help of a simple web page. So let us check. This is my notepad file where I have the code, and besides that, you can see the browser output for the same. Okay, so it's easy for us to get an idea about what we have written and what's the output we will get. So I started with the HTML body and script tag. First, we will define a function. So function is basically whenever you want to code again and again. So that code you will write within the function and then you can call it number of times. So it is for supporting reusability. You can write the function. To write the function in JavaScript, you will use a function keyword, then the function name. In bracket, you can write the argument, which are optional one. Over here, you can see I have given two arguments, a comma b. Only the important point over here, arguments you will not write with any data type. Whatever the value is there for that particular variable, that will be the data type for that arguments. Then in curly bracket, you can write the function body. So over here, we have written this function is add, the name suggests what we will be doing using that function. So we are adding the arguments and we are just returning the value back. So that's a simple add function having two arguments, performing the add operation and returning the result back. Next function I have defined with a name as greet. It is having a one argument and it is returning a hello with that particular name. So it will return hello merged with a name. Suppose I have entered the name as Pallavi, it will return hello Pallavi. So that's how it will work. Now using document.write, I'm calling the methods with different arguments. So first I'm saying document.write, add is the first method. I'm giving two numbers that I want to add. So you can say add and two arguments I have given 2 comma 3. So it will check whether add function is there in my program. Yes, add function is there. Value of A will become 2, value of B will become 3, and a plus b, that is nothing but 2 plus 3, 5, it will return. So over here it will get displayed up. The result will be 5. Each time I have specified plus sign and a space just to add space in my result. Otherwise you can write document.write in every line so that every result will be on new line. Let us check the result for 4 comma 3. I want to add 4 comma 3, how the result will be. And as I said, if you want result on a new line, every time you can write document.write. But that will increase the code. That's why I have just added space to separate the result. So depends upon you whether you want to write a space to separate the result or you want to write document.write using br tag, which will add a line break. So you can see 7 is the result because I have added 4 and 3. And next, it is giving the next result on the new line because of the br tag. It has added a line break. Now, next I am calling a greet function, and for greet function, I have given the argument as John. So, program will check whether greet function is there. Yes, it will go to that function. Argument I have given as John, so name will be equal to John, and I'm returning from the function hello and the name. So the result will be hello John. You can see the result hello John. Then I have just separated the result by space. So I have just added a space using plus sign. I am doing concatenation and I have added one space. So that's why next result you can see hello John, space will be there, and the next result. Then I'm just checking how many arguments are there for the add function. So I'm saying add dot length. Length function will give the number of arguments present for the add function. So you can see for the add function there are two arguments, so result will be 2. If I will say how many arguments are there for the greet function. So if I will do the changes, and over here if I will write how many arguments are there for the greet function. So I will say instead of add, I will say greet. In comments, I have written the result. No need to write the comment. You can check the result on the browser screen. So I'm checking what is the length for the greet function. There is only one argument, so you can see 1 in the result. Then I'm saying add dot toString. Add is my method. It will convert this function to string and it will display the result. So all of you can see the complete function get displayed over here. Function with the name as add. It is having two arguments as a comma b. It is returning the result of a plus b. So complete function will get displayed up because we have called the add function and we have converted it to string. Then I'm finding what is the type of add. So add is a function, so a result will be function. Similarly, if I will check what is the type of greet, so it will return function. BR, that is just to add a line break, I have added a BR tag. Now let us check what is a string object. So whenever I am storing a number of characters in a variable, that is nothing but a string. Whenever you want to declare a string, you can use the double quotes to store the value, or you can use single quotes also. So using let variable, I have declared using let, I have just declared a variable and initial value I have given as JavaScript. It's a variable, that means I can change the value if I want. I have used simple methods and functions of string. So first property of the string I have used as length. I am saying document dot write msg, that is my string name, dot length. So what is the length of JavaScript? That it will display and then it will add a space. So just count the length 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is the length. So you can see in the result 10 is get displayed up. Then I have just converted the string to uppercase. So to convert it to uppercase, we have to use the function to uppercase. So it will convert the string to uppercase. You can see the result, JavaScript is present in uppercase format. Then if I want to convert it to lowercase, I have to use the function string dot to lowercase. So it will convert the string to lowercase. Plus, and then I have added double quotes with a space, that is just to separate the result with space. Then I want to find the index of s. You can see s is present in my string. I want to find the index of it. String is also a array of characters. It will start storing the character from 0 index. Like array stores all the value with a 0 index, string also stores all the character with a 0 index. So at 0 index j is stored, at 1 index a is stored, at 2 v is stored, at 3 a is stored, at 4th s is stored. So if I will be saying index of s, it will display the result as 4. You can see the result over here in the browser, 4. If I will be saying index of j, the result will be 0. So I can do the change, what is the index of j, and just check the result. Index of j is 0. So that's how it will be. Next, I am performing a slice operation. Slice is a method to divide the string in parts. So you just have to specify the starting index and the end index. Like in for loop, we are writing for I is equal to 0, I less than 4. So loop works from 0, 1, 2, 3. Similarly over here, the loop will work for 0, 1, 2, 3, less than 4. Okay. So at 0th index, j is present. At 1 index, a is present. At 2 index, v is present. At 3 index, a is present. It is less than 4. So that's why the output will be Java. It will slice the string in parts starting from 0 index up to 4. Up to 4 means it will be from 0 to 3. So that's the use of slice operation. To find a part of a string, you will use a slice operation. So result, you can see Java is the result. So that is about the string object. There are number of methods for string object. We have checked few of them in this example. The next object is a math object. So whenever you are saying math object, you can perform all mathematical calculation using math function. Okay. So over here, math, M always has to be capital, and then you can perform different math operations. Like for example, in our regular mathematics, round function is there, which will just round the number. The whole number is given, it will round it to the integer number. That's the basic use of round operation. So we are saying math dot round, in bracket I have given 4 comma 4.6. So it's a float number, it will round it to the integer number. So if I will say 4 comma 4.6, round number will be 5. If I will say 4 comma 4.4, the round number will be, you can see, it is 4. Okay, so that's a normal maths operation it will perform. If I will say 4.8, the round number will be 5. Floor operation, it will, whenever on math we are performing a floor operation, it will scale down, sorry, it will scale down the number to the nearest integer. So if I will say 4.9, it will scale down to nearest integer. So scale down, that means the output will be 4. Whenever I will be saying ceil, it will up the number to the nearest integer. So if I will say 4.1, nearest larger integer, that is 5. So that's the use of ceil. So it is scale, floor will scale down, whereas ceil will scale up to the nearest integer. Whenever I am saying SQRT, SQRT stands for square root. So you can find the square root of any number, square root of 16, all of you are aware, that is 4. I can find it for 10 also. So I can write 10, save and refresh the browser. You can see the value for square root of 10. Okay, so you can change it to 16. So we will have the result as 4. We can see the result as 4. Okay, so that's how it will be. And then the last method we have checked as random. Random method of math will generate any random number between 0 and 1. So you can see the random number generated is 0.66. It's a random number. So each time the number will be different. Now it is 0.66. If I will refresh the page, it is 0.40. If again I will refresh the page, it is 0.24, like that. Okay, so that's a simple math operations we have checked. Like round, it will round a number, similar in math to the integer part will be the result. So whenever you are saying any floating number, it will round it and it will give a integer result. Floor number, it will scale down the number to the nearest integer. Whenever you are saying ceil, it will scale up the number to the nearest integer. SQRT, that is a square root, random, it will generate any random number between 0 to 1. So we have checked in this example 3 main objects like function, math and number in JavaScript. So if you like the video, you can click on like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you all.